YouTube, what is going on? Crowder here, and I'm bringing you a quick intro, nothing too crazy, but today's video is going to be more CDL topics, and I think for the future of the CDL starting, and obviously we have a bunch of stuff coming up with the CDL, tournaments, scrims, and all that. We're kind of getting back into the rotation. I'm going to be adding some of these videos to my channel, basically just some hot topics that are going around in the CDL. I might react to them, give my opinion, talk to them with my chat. It's kind of like a podcast, but at the same time, it's only going to be like 10, 15 minutes, nothing too crazy. So I'll be trying to give you guys my opinions when I can and just kind of have a conversation with you guys here or live on my stream. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you do, drop a like, leave a subscription, and I'll see you guys next one. Later, guys. This is Clayster's tweet that sparked a bunch of conversation, and I figured I'd bring it up in my stream and see what you guys think. And so saw a thread making fun of pro players, I guess, like on the Reddit. Saw a thread on the Reddit. I think Reddit is probably what he's talking about. For pros not streaming scrims, insinuating that it was for strats purposes. While that's a factor, most of us do it. Most of it is not to deal with the outside unwanted toxicity and opinions, as well to keep focused on practice and not entertaining. Don't say just close the chat. What do you guys think of that? I'm curious because you guys probably know my opinion on this. I've talked about this so many times on so many different podcasts. I guess like that Reddit was probably saying like it's like crazy that pros aren't streaming scrims, and I usually see like the biggest argument towards that is like there's not a lot of strats that you can really hide, like you're not hiding anything. Am I like the only, like, am I insane for thinking like why the hell would you ever stream your practice to begin with? Like, I get it. I get where people are coming from, that they want entertainment, and like the scrims can like obviously be like really, really good for entertaining stuff, and it's like fun to watch, and it's definitely awesome even for the community in the sense of like viewership. When you're like practicing, the way I view it, like you get paid like a shit ton of money nowadays to play in the CDL. Like if I was the owner of a team and I hired a coach and then I hired a staff and then I hired players to like work for me, like if I went to see how their practice was going, and like I tune into like, you know, Clayster's stream hypothetically, and like Clayster's reading his chat in the middle of a map, or like, you know, like he's obviously like way more focused on like, you know, these fans are being annoyed. Like it would just be like, what like, why the fuck are you, you know what I'm saying? Like, why the fuck are you worried about, like, you know what I mean? Like, do your fucking job. I don't know. I feel like personally being a pro player and now not being a pro player and like kind of being on the opposite side of it, when you're a player, like all you want to do is kind of this like perfect your craft, and you want to get good and win tournaments. That's like the whole reason. And to me, why the hell would I want thousands of people that aren't a fan of my team, specifically if you're scrimming OpTic or like another big team like FaZe, like whoever it is, like why would I want like thousands of people just like chiming in on like, you know, oh, you're being toxic, you're a bad teammate, oh my god, this guy's being so mean to this, like just all the criticisms that, like, to be completely honest with you, just like doesn't really fucking matter, you know? And like the argument of just like closing chat and just like keeping that up, what's the point of streaming your scrims as a streamer if you're not going to entertain your chat and like build the community that way? There's like, you don't get anything from that. And then for the strategic purpose, why would you do that where it doesn't help you as a streamer? And then it also does give some of your strategic like ideas away. I feel like it's just like, you know, I don't get it. But personally, I think that's the most ridiculous thing ever. I just wanted to see where you guys were at. I could see it being cool now, like open NFL practices during training camp, but once the season starts, it's about to close off. Yeah, no, 100%. Right now that people streaming their scrims and posting their scrims, of course, it's still super early. You know, teammates yell at each other and argue and get loud and say the shit they don't mean. But that's what I mean. And the few times I've ever done like scrims, and even when I was a pro player, I've watched it happen nowadays. Bro, like you yell or you say shit to your teammate, some fucked up shit sometimes too, like, you know, to get your point across. And then you got 1,000 people on the fucking Reddit saying like, holy shit, this guy's such a toxic teammate. And then that narrative goes through the media. And then that media narrative now goes to like the owners of fucking teams. And now they're like, I don't want to associate with this guy because I heard he's a toxic teammate. You know what I mean? Like what I've realized as a teammate and a player, and even as a coach, like a lot of the times when you like beat around the bush and you try and criticize someone in like a professional setting, and this is so bright, I'm sorry. And like, it's like you try and be nice about it. Usually you don't get your point across well enough, and nothing actually changes, and the person that you're criticizing usually doesn't take it very seriously, and then nothing happens from it, and then it obviously like kind of this like festers into something bigger than it has to be. But yeah, I don't know. Apparently, like, what did I miss with Scump, dude? What did I miss with Scump? Did Scump say he's not retiring or some shit? An 11-second clip. I don't know how true this is. I haven't watched it, but people were telling me to go crazy here. An 11-second clip, and apparently people are saying Scump's not retiring. I have no idea. I haven't listened to this. So this is the first time I've seen this too. So I'm not too sure what we're about to watch. People were saying to watch this too, and I missed it. I know I was out for a day because of the tattoo and everything. So here we go.
Okay, if we win every tournament, I'll play again. If we win every tournament, I will play again. You heard it here first.
Wait, bro. If he wins every tournament, he'll play again. We were kind of talking about that when we watched the Scump retirement video like the other day. I don't know about every tournament. And the reason why I say that is because that's obviously just hard to do. Of course, if he wins every tournament, you're not retired. There's just no way. There's no way you retire if you win every single tournament and champs. That would be the best season of all time. You're going to be on cloud 9. You don't retire. But hypothetically, what if he wins, like, say champs would be the biggest one because that's going to be at the end of the year. And that's like kind of the one that you end the year off with. So if you end the year off with a win, there is definitely the side of you is like, yo, I'm going to go out on a bang and leave and I'm out. Or there's a side of you where you're like, yo, I can do this for another year. I'm going to go for another one, of course, right? Like it's kind of like that addiction to getting better and wanting to win and all that. And we talked a bunch about his retirement and like what I thought about that in general. But dude, like hypothetically, what if they win like two or three majors and like 2 or 3 tournaments, not even champs here, just like 2 or 3 tournaments in the year. And like, they're clearly one of the best teams in the league. Like they're like first or second in the standings. They win like 2 or 3 majors. They do really, really well at champs, depending on if that's one of the majors that they win, of course. Like, dude, how do you go out like that, dude? You know, because this is a 2-year cycle. The only reason why I say this, it's a 2-year cycle. So if he loves this game or they have a really good team and they love this game as a team, as like together, it's going to be really hard to just like get up and leave because it's 1 more year. I feel like this could turn into something. I kind of hope so because, again, I'm on the side where I obviously don't want to see him retire just because how good I think he is. We talked about that in the other video. It's like I could see this turning into, hopefully, something that becomes, it's not a retirement of this season. He's retiring after Modern Warfare 2. But then at the same time, then apparently like the next game might be really good. I don't know. They have the talent to do it. They brought in JP. It's possible. I mean, dude, they're always going to have the talent to be a really, really good team. I think the CDL is incredibly talented in general. So I think it's going to be hard to... It's hard to win 1 tournament in the CDL, let alone multiple, let alone obviously champs. It's just really hard to do. So it's going to be just insane with like how competitive this year is. But I think them getting JP as well is going to help them out a lot. I think he's really good. I thought he was a really good asset. It would be tough going to retire into going into a Treyarch game too. That's what I mean. So it's like, it's like this could just be like a model. I'm hoping it's like, oh, I'll retire after Modern Warfare 2 is over if they like the game. If they like the game. But like then it's like, yeah, then we're going into a Treyarch game. Like how do you retire on that? So I don't know. I think it would be cool. But there you go. So OpTic Scump's not retiring if they absolutely fry this year. So we'll see how it goes. That's fucking dope. That would be crazy though. That would be crazy if he just like they have a really good year and he decides not to. That'd be awesome. Again, no one wants to see him retire. He's too good to retire in the sense of skill. But at the same time, like the mental side of things and everything that we talked about in the other video, totally understand. I have a cool one that I want to talk to you guys. I want to see if I can find the article. Here we go. I think I just found it. All right, this is a really good one. So this one is more like Call of Duty League in general, and let me know what you guys think of this. I've been told that the Call of Duty League franchises have been given freedom to design their own weapon blueprints in Modern Warfare 2, as well as creative control over the 2023 season jerseys. So I don't know how true this is. I haven't like looked fully into the article. So I'm going to take this as a guess that it is true. It might not be, so this could be rumors. So I'm not 100, I'm not too sure exactly, but just let's talk about the possibility really quick of how fucking cool that would be. Because personally, I think the old CDL skins and stuff have been pretty like, Would you guys agree with that? Like, I don't know. Although it's cool to have CDL skins in the game, I think they've just been like very like kind of lackluster. Like they're just not that cool. Like they're all kind of copy and paste. So if you were an LAG fan, the only difference between a FaZe and an LAG and an OpTic thing was the colors and the logo. Like it wasn't really anything crazy. So I personally think this will be cool, and I really hope it's true. And then going over to what I care about even more, obviously biasly speaking here too, is the jerseys, dude. If we're allowed to control the 2023 jerseys, again, I actually don't mind the CDL jerseys. I don't know if you guys like them or not. But LA Thieves and FaZe were practically the same exactly. Like it was like when you were using an LA Thieves camo last year, you didn't even know if you were using the LA Thieves camo or the FaZe camo because it was the same exact thing. So 100%. The jerseys, in my opinion, is major because I do like the CDL jerseys. I actually don't mind them as much as other people have complained about them. I've seen people like them. I've seen people that don't like them. I actually don't mind them. Being able to control your own jersey would be so cool because, like, I don't know. I think that's just gonna be fucking sick. Like, It's actual jerseys, not in game, not the competitive advantage. No, yeah, no. We're talking like actual jerseys, like the Atlanta FaZe jersey I have right next to me right here. It would just be really cool because I feel like you can get really creative with that. I think certain teams will make better jerseys than others and they'll sell better. And it would just be really cool to have like something a little bit more personalized to like whatever your team's doing. I think that could be cool. I think you can do a lot of like limited time stuff too for like certain events or like, you know, certain majors, like your major 4 jersey. I think there's a lot of creativity that can go to that. But yeah, it gives more branding, more personality, and I think that's awesome. So I think that's a major W. But I think both of those being news and hopefully they're true. I haven't like read fully into it. Would be fucking awesome.